My dick's been out since I
Oh,
left,
nice.
left St. Augustine.
All right, so we are live on Facebook. I'll do the intro
Fuck
here.
yeah, daddy.
I'll do the intro here in about a couple seconds. I'm just going to turn the audio down. All right.
Let's share this bitch. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Yep.
hey, before how do you share the link? Is it on your profile?
Yeah, it should be on the Juice in the Morning page, but I'll share it to my page too. But
Okay.
welcome, Facebook Live. While we get this rolling, we're going to start out with some questions, some stuff like that. Talk about a few things that we might be doing
Live
ourselves.
while
We get this rolling, and then we also have, some cool news stories,
Jesus
some
Christ.
other things to chat about. So you guys just stay tuned with us, and we'll get it going here shortly. I really wish that we could play copywritten music because Chris,
Nobody can rap quite like I can. What?
you coming in with that music every time that I start a Zoom call is pretty fucking awesome, and I love it.
My thing, dude. It's my thing.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Juice in the Morning. I'm your host, Justin Juice Kelly, and it is the evening. It is not the morning, but with me again this week, he's kind of becoming a staple of the show. We've got Dunkman42, Chris Duncan from the Highly Inappropriate podcast. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, dude, and I brought somebody with me this time today. I see him down there driving. Look at him, dude.
Oh, riding dirty. What's up?
We definitely have the other half of Highly Inappropriate with us. We've got Matt Worton driving back from Florida. I'm probably jealous of him more than anybody else. He makes the single life look good, and he makes the vacation life look good, man. You're always having a good time. How you doing, Matt?
You know what? I tell you what, I have no complaints right now. I just left the beach. There was white women everywhere. An unbelievable. Every time you go to Florida, there is just an unbelievable amount of meth in the air, which is
Yes.
And anytime there's meth involved, I got stories to bring back. So that's where I'm at right now.
It's
Nice,
absolutely
nice.
refreshing, I assume. And then we've got with us again one of the co-hosts of the Juice in the Morning podcast. We've got Josh JX. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. Your mic sounds good.
Yeah, it does it good. Thank God.
I'm
I
so
finally,
happy. I'm glad we got
after
that
killing
straightened
that
out.
dead chicken and sacrificing that orphan to the microphone gods, things
Hey,
got a little better.
And another thing that I wanted to give you a shout out about, the voice work you're doing, and then the fact that you've created a lot more room for my legs down here. I've got a lot more room for activities because the sound foam is out of the Juice in the Morning studio.
Yeah, man. Thanks for letting me break and enter into your home that weekend so I could grab that from you.
You're just lucky the dogs weren't here, man. They might have torn you a new asshole.
I would have literally given them treats and they would have been fine. Oh, a new person. I know how dogs operate.
Yeah. And as you guys can see
you're a
behind
treat
me,
yourself, Josh.
What's that?
Said you're a treat yourself there, Josh.
Oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
as you can see behind me, the bed has been put together. It is not any longer sitting up against the wall, so that's nice.
Did your wife kick you out of the bedroom?
Yeah, this is the backup bedroom once I piss her off for being on the podcast for 2.5 hours, something like that. But yeah, so let's jump into just some things that I kind of sent to you guys that I was curious about your thoughts on. The first one is, what is some cool shit that you're using lately, whether it be an app, a product, or a service? And then anybody following along on Facebook Live, if you guys have some stuff you're using, let us know, because maybe somebody, it's not like, it's kind of like a free ad for whatever is we're talking about. So I'm going to start real quick. I literally sent you guys this question. I had no idea what to use. So I went into my, most of my stuff in these questions is bathroom related, by the way. I'm using Honest Amish beard balm. As my beard is growing longer and thicker and getting a little scruffy, I use the beard balm to keep it a little softer, a little straighter, that kind of thing. It doesn't look too great right now, but yeah, that's the cool thing that I'm using. So I'm gonna switch it to the next person. Who's ready? Raise your hand if you're ready to talk about the thing that you're using or doing. Nope, nobody raising the hand, so I'm going to Duncan.
I got you right here.
All right, we're going Matt. Matt first.
Cool thing I'm using. I'm going off the wall. For my brother's 43rd birthday, I bought him a gas mask bomb. and I've been using that a lot lately. And what's crazy, if you've never used a gas mask bomb before, it's crazy because not only does it force you to smoke the entire bowl, but you're re-inhaling all your smoke you've exhaled. So it's a crazy experience.
It's like French kissing yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Every time I do use the gas mask bong, it feels like angels are giving me I got 2 angels on each side of my pecker just giving a slow stroke. So
back in the day, dude, we were very creative smokers. We used to build bongs out of plastic water bottles. My buddy worked at a medical warehouse, so he would steal stuff and bring stuff home, like masks.
You were the
things.
MacGyver. It's called the MacGyver smoker.
Yeah, it was one of those things where we would get as high as we could and figure out what we could build out of the stuff that we had laying around us. And it was kind of like that was the game. But he came home with one of those gas masks one time, and I remember putting it on and hitting it, and just all of a sudden I took it off, and I literally just laid down on the couch and sat there for about 5 minutes, and then I would get up and then go to the other side and lay down. And it felt like 2 hours between each one, but it was like 5 minutes. I was just switching sides back and forth until I passed out. It was rough. It kind of scared me, to be honest with you.
Well, I told this story on our podcast, actually. So when we first hit it, we finally got it figured out how to work it correctly. We were watching a movie. I can't remember what it was. It had Brad Pitt in it. And we paused the movie to take the hit on the gas mask bong. And I remember after we took it, we're sitting there just kind of staring at the wall, just kind of figuring out what the hell's going on. And after about 20 minutes, I looked over at my brother. I said, I just realized we never turned the movie back on.
It's just been paused that whole time.
Just staring at the phone in the garage, living our best lives.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So Josh, JX, do you have something, an app or a product or a service that you're using that you really like and that you're into lately?
I have 2. Can I do 2?
Yeah, do 2.
Perfect. It's one of my favorite things. Listen, one of them is this Drift Auto. Basically what it is, it's a subscription service for good smelling stuff for your car.
Oh, okay.
I got the
Drift
first
Auto?
one. No, it's called Drift.
Oh, Drift.
Yeah, it's an auto thing.
Nice.
And it's I like it. I got my first one the other day. Got it. First of all, for That's What She Said moment, got it all over my hands. Because it's literally a piece of wood that they put that you attach to your whatever, doesn't matter. But I got it all over my hands. So my hands, I've washed them 8 million times and they still smell like the stupid. It's the best and the worst.
Yeah.
And then also I've started using Duke Cannon for my soap and for my antiperspirant and stuff like that.
Is that the one that's got a lot of podcast ads right now, and it's
I'm not too
bar?
Sure. I mean, maybe it's not Squatch. It's not the Dr. Squatch. Right. It's the other one. It's the one that makes you smell like a man, not like you just went to Coachella and you were fucking smoking patchouli. I don't know how that works, but whatever. But,
I don't think you smoked patchouli, but you were about to say patchouli, weren't you?
Fuck you.
Oh, just out of curiosity, Josh, what does a man smell like? Just what's the combination here?
I got to know this. Sandalwood?
Yeah.
No, listen, a man smells like hard fucking work and a goddamn beer. Oh, no. And a Saturday night. That's what the fuck a man smells like. Hell fucking yeah. God bless America.
A man smells like me after an hour's sleep, being up all night, banging at some chick I just met at the bar. That's what the man smells like.
That's right. If you got to open the windows, you're doing it right.
A fucking man smells like Alan Jackson's mustache, dude.
Hell.
That's what a fucking real man.
Teed him up perfect for that one. Teed him up perfect for that one. All right, Chris, what are you using? What app are you using? What are you doing that's cool lately?
I'm a complete degenerate piece of shit. So my thing I've been using a lot lately is the new PointsBet sports betting app.
Okay.
And I've done the DraftKings and the FanDuel and all that stuff, and this thing is awesome. The PointsBet thing is awesome. Dude, you get one parlay super booster a day you literally can add to any parlay bet that you want to make yourself. Like it gives you it's like a thunderbolt, and you do 3 or more picks or whatever for your parlay, and you can hit this thunderbolt once a day, and it gives you a super boost on your parlay. And it's awesome, dude.
Can I say something really quick? So I've been live streaming on Facebook Live, and it's it's part of my gaming streaming service as well. So like people can join in and talk and chat and do all the things like they normally would with like Twitch or something like that. But Shane Jones is in the comments. He used to be the co-host of the Juice in the Morning podcast. Shout out to him. He said MeUndies is something he's using in Cash App because he's Joe Rogan. I assume that's because Shane listens to Joe Rogan and gets sucked into the ads. And then he also sent 3,050 stars to us. I don't know exactly what that means, but that is some sort of cash equivalent.
What's the exchange rate?
I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like Twitch where they send bits and things like that. Shane might have just sent me, he might have sent me like $30 just now. So shout out to Shane.
What happens?
Do they work like tokens on Chatterbait, or
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to figure it out.
You can't.
So I opened up the star thing on our thing here. Help creators earn money. Support the creators you love. They'll get 0.01 cent for every star they receive. So he just sent us $30.50.
There you go. Man. See, let's go.
Hell, fucking yeah.
Can you buy hookers and weed with stars?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can.
So Anchor, the app that I use to upload this podcast, also does ads. I don't know if anybody's listening to this podcast on there. I apologize, but I do the ads because they give you some money. And I've probably made like a good amount, but I did withdraw about $200 and take it to a strip club for a bachelor party. I did not tell Johnny about it, but I was like, dude, I need some money for the strip club, but I don't want Jen to know about it. So I withdrew the money from the Anchor account and went to town. So it was a good time. Hopefully Jen's not watching or listening to this podcast.
I can't wait till you write that Marriage 101 book, by the way, Jen.
Dude, I'm waiting for her one of these days to just burst in through those doors and just start beating the shit out of you.
All right. So, Matt, did you share one that no, you did. You already shared one. So the next one is share a time-saving tip. Once again, I will go first. A time-saving tip, which is super easy for me. I get all of my clothes ready the night before I go to work because when I wake up, I can go take a shower, just throw my stuff on. I also brush my teeth and shave in the shower. So that saves me, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of getting that shit ready in the morning. Maybe you guys try that out. Maybe you don't. But I want to hear some of your guys' time-saving tips.
Oh, no.
I know Matt's got a good one.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, I'm in phone sales. That's my day job. And we have this thing. It's an automatic dialer. So anytime I have to take a good 20-minute burner shit, I just put the automatic dialer in, and I have been selling shit from the toilet, like all quarantine. I've been selling shit from the shitter.
That's winning life right there.
Work smart, not hard, man.
Yeah, work smart by taking a shit while you're making sales calls, guys.
That's beautiful, dude. I've worked in a call center before, and those automatic dialers, I may have told this on the podcast before, but dude, that job was the worst job in the world because we had the automatic dialer. It would dial until somebody answered. So like I'm just sitting there in silence. So I start playing on the computer, looking up articles on SportsCenter and or ESPN and stuff like that, reading stuff. I get called and I started playing games. I found like Newgrounds or whatever. I was playing like the computer games on like online or whatever. And I get called in the office because anytime a call would come up, my screen would pop up and I would start doing my thing. But I got called in the office and the lady was like, IT told me that you're spending 80% of your day on the internet. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm on the internet, but I'm also taking my calls because I was actually hitting the metrics I was supposed to be hitting. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing this. And she was like, well, you can't do that anymore. So like, then the internet got blocked like on my computer. So I couldn't really like do anything. So then it kind of like progressed. The next thing on the dialer, I started bringing books in. Like I was reading like books while I was waiting for a call to come in. And like somebody complained about that. So then I got called into the office about that, like about the books. So like when I got pulled into the office, she was like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but you can't have your books on your desk. And I was like, what the fuck? Do you want me to just sit here in silence until somebody fucking answers and, want to blow my brains out by the end of the day? And she said, pretty much. So I was like,
hey,
okay,
just put him on the spot.
I was like, whatever. So then there
put
was
him on
like,
the spot, Juice.
What's that?
I was say, put him on the spot. Who was it? What company?
It was the college.
I probably worked for him.
It was the College Network back in like 2006 or 7. But I don't know if they even exist anymore. It was in like the Castleton area. Yeah. But anyways, the last part of this story though is there was one semi-attractive chick in the office, and so like office 10, real life 5 or 6, like that kind of chick. And so like I started hitting on her like during like waiting for calls, because her cubicle was like catty corner to mine. So like I started hitting on her, like I am in her back and forth, like talking like, we should go out on a date or something like that. Come to find out, her ex-husband was one of the head IT guys. And so then he did something with my computer, and I got called in the office, and she said, I found that you've been looking at porn all day on your computer. And I was like, you guys blocked the fucking internet on my computer. How could I even look at anything? And she kind of like walked me out, like made me gather my things and walked me out. And it was like a fucking movie. This IT guy like saw me walking out and gave me like a fucking head nod, like he knew what was up. And I was like, oh, you motherfucker. Like I wanted to beat his ass because I was making pretty good money at that job. But that was, long story short, don't play games on the computer while you're in a call center job, I guess.
That's right.
Or hit on
Juice,
the office chick.
Do you mind if I ask the peanut gallery here a question?
Go ahead.
Let's go.
In relation to getting fired from a job, do you guys have any epic walkout moments?
No, I mean, that was the only job I've ever been fired from. Every other job I just didn't show up again after like I didn't want to be there anymore.
You cried?
No, I didn't. I was joking. But when I worked for Monster.com, I'm about to drive illegal here at the dome light on so you guys can see my pretty ass face. But,
oh yeah, let's do it.
When I worked for Monster.com, so basically I hired 3 people and only had a spot for 2 of them. So they basically stuck me on an account that I had no business being on for 3 months. And when I struggled, they ended up firing me after being on the call or on the phone for about a month. And as I'm leaving, I'm gathering my stuff. And he's like, we don't want you going to your desk, because we don't want you causing a scene. I said, well, since you're not going to let me go to my desk, I'm going to cause a scene anyway. And I yelled out in front of 200 people. I said, peace, bitch.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
You're
you.
cool.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck
You're
you.
cool. Fuck you. I'm out.
Who's coming with me?
Full Jerry Maguire moment.
Yeah. Getting fired is probably one of the worst things I could imagine. That's why it only happened one time for me. I think I just quit.
Never been fired, man. I've always
I've
gotten too drunk and didn't go back.
I'll be honest. I've been fired a lot.
You've been fired?
Oh, I know, right? Me, the one person who is awesome. So I'm just going to tell you what happened.
Okay.
I used to work for a company that, and I'm not going to say the name of the company, but Matt is familiar with this company. They used to sell TV and security systems, and then they switched over to security systems when they got bought out. Anyway.
It's not Defenders, by the way. Go ahead.
So there was this guy who was a manager, and he was being kind of a dick to one of the underlings, and I called him on his bullshit.
Yeah.
And I told him that nobody likes him and all this other shit, and that nobody really respects him. They only respect him because he has the title of manager. And then I got called into the office from my boss about a couple of days later, and they insisted that I was creating a hostile work environment, and they decided to terminate me.
They always
what's really funny is
they always have to use that like lingo too.
Right. And what's really funny is that the girl who I thought was so cold and heartless who let me go is actually a good friend of mine now.
Why'd you have to be so heartless?
But it was a good time. I mean, I've quit jobs, and I've gotten fired. I got fired in TV when they had a buyout, so I don't really consider that a fire. I consider that a layoff.
Right.
I left.
Was that Playboy channel?
Close, yeah. Brazzers TV.
Like I said, with looking at Matt's camera right now, I feel like we're on the bang bus, and he's got people in the background going at it. The car's not rocking enough though, so I think he's just trolling around for those unsuspecting women that we're going to offer some money to. All right, let's move on to the next one. Share your favorite online influencer, and I think Chris and I are probably going to agree on this one. So I'll let Chris go ahead and start.
Mine's got to be McAfee, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Mine's McAfee.
He's
got to be. I mean, I listen to the pod and his show every day on the way to work and on the way home. Kills it on the internet with content. I mean, the dude's like a professional wrestler now. He's on the ESPN doing college football games. I mean, he's literally living out everything that I would want to do. Like, dude's a fucking machine, dude. He's a badass motherfucker.
Even though I do hate on him every now and then.
I know.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say another thing that Pat does that you don't do, Duncan, is he probably has sex with his wife.
you got to always no, one of the things about Pat that I've given him shit before is like I feel like he does come from that like that mindset is he built everything himself and everything like that, and I kind of like argue back and forth a little bit because I'm from Indianapolis. We're doing this thing in Indianapolis. We've been here for I've been here longer and lived here longer than he ever has, and I've reached out to him to try to get him to do something on the show or even I like all the guys on the show. To be honest with you, I like the pod better than his show because I enjoy their personalities and I enjoy those guys. I actually met them at that 18-bit or 24-bit or whatever that bar is. That's the little 16 arcade. 16-bit.
16-bit.
Yeah, arcade and bar. I saw them there, bought them a round of Vegas bombs because I knew one of the guys didn't like getting Red Bull. Yeah. So like I said, I really like him, but like I said, I feel like he kind of is I give him shit for being fake sometimes, in my opinion, but at the same time, I enjoy everything he does. In my opinion, he's kind of like the way I felt about The Rock back in the day. Everything The Rock has done and does is like, I like it. I enjoy it. I have some sort of like, entertainment by whatever he does. And that's the same thing with Pat. Everything's entertaining.
Yeah, but you got to think too, man. We're way down here and they're up here. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He's not going to try to just get some peons and come on. You know what I mean? He's not going on those shows. And unless you have 1 million followers, you might as well stop.
Yeah, and it's mainly my thing is like him talking about like always helping people that are around him. Like I feel like it wouldn't be difficult for him to hop on a call with somebody, but I do know that this was like the more I'm talking about this is like early on because I was a fan of Pat from the time he was on Bob and Tom, and that was like I was still kind of doing the podcast around then, so like that was when I was reaching out to him. I know now that if I like the guy's way too fucking busy, there's no way he would ever take 20 minutes to do a podcast with somebody. But back then, that's what used to kind of grind my gears a little bit is like, dude, you're trying to grow your podcast. You're trying to grow your brand. I want to be a part of it too, because I've been a fan of you. You're a comedic guy. Like, let's do something. But no, I get it. And then let's see, Josh, who's your favorite online influencer? Do you have a favorite online influencer?
I do. I have several. Number one, Gary V, hands down. Gary Vaynerchuk is by far one of my favorite online influencers.
I like Gary V. He's a card guy like me.
and there's that one. And then I have like YouTubers who I follow who I don't know if I consider them online influencers, but I'll throw them in.
Watch them open Christmas presents and stuff.
Really, it's just Pokemon cards is what I watch. So he's opening Pokemon cards. Oh my God, fuck you. I hate you guys so much. God damn it. That's the last time I'm ever going to open up about anything. Fuck.
You're gonna open up. We'll get you to open up more. I fucking
hate you. Oh God. All right. So also Phil DeFranco, Ethan Klein, those kind of people.
What's Phil DeFranco do?
Yeah, Phil DeFranco does a 19-minute 11 to 19-minute little news show on YouTube. And while him and I differ politically, I do like his stuff. And then various animation channels I follow so I can learn to get better at writing and shit like that. So
nice.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I like Gary V. Sometimes he once again, all these guys kind of grind my gears a little bit here and there. It's not anything like serious. Like it's just the fact that Gary V, I understand he's done his own hustle and done his thing. But once again, he had kind of like a built-in launching pad for his the stuff that he does. His parents owned a fucking wine business that he kind of just started running. So then he used that money.
Blew it up though.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it. But once again, did I start with a couple of $1 million? No, I didn't.
I'm tired of Gary V telling me to quit my job. Motherfucker, I got a 6-year-old daughter.
That's like Dave Ramsey.
Every
shut the fuck up, dude.
every post I see Gary Vee's like, if you hate your job, quit it. I'm like, I think about every fucking day, Gary. Who's gonna buy my kid fucking food? You
It's like
send me
Dave
$1,000 check.
Eat rice and chicken. Eat rice and chicken. Don't buy nothing. Don't have no fun. Save all your money. I'm a millionaire. It's easy for me to tell you this.
Yeah.
Fuck
Matt.
you, Dema, eat pussy and kick ass.
Hey, Matt, who is an influencer that you follow that you enjoy?
I mean, there's several. I would have to say my very favorite. Pat's definitely up there with me, but, I would say my favorites for sure, of course, cliche, Tony Robbins. I love all of his books. I love watching his shit on YouTube. If I'm trying to get motivated, I will find a 5-minute CT Fletcher video and I'll walk through
fuck yeah, I love
wall.
CT.
But my favorite, my ultimate, honestly, like my number one, not just podcasts I listen to, but a guy that I feel like he articulates what I believe in life better than anybody I've ever listened to or met.
Nice
and his
word.
name is Jason Stapleton. He is a funny story. So when I discovered that I was a libertarian, I Googled one day libertarian podcast. I was just kind of trying to learn about the movement, etc. And I came across this podcast on Google, started listening to him. He ran a just straight libertarian political podcast for years. He changed the messaging around his show. Instead of being all politically related, it's how can we take our political message and apply it to our own lives. And it's really changed my outlook on life over the last 3 years or so. Just I'm less concerned about what I can do in our own government to, make my life better. I'm more concerned about how I can apply my principles in my own life and say, fuck everybody else. Because at the end of the day, you should only control the things you can control. And like I said, fuck everything else. So, if you make yourself better, you're going to make the world better, the way I see it.
That's fantastic. And that's a great, that gets me fired up to even hear that. And, I'm going to look up that, the Stapleton guy now, and I'll ask
Chris Stapleton. That's his name.
Jason, right?
Jason Stapleton. not the
What are we doing? Singing about Tennessee whiskey?
Yeah, or doing some jams with fucking Justin Timberlake. That was badass. Let's kind of shift gears a little bit. I was gonna save the gambling stuff for a little bit later, but we've got Lance Teeter in the comments, and I wanted to give him a shout out because I see him posting the wins from DraftKings and things like that. So he said, "Who's ready to make a shit ton of money for the NFL or off of money for NFL?" And he said, "Can't wait. I'm hitting big this season. I got the picks." I'm going to share my screen so that everybody can kind of see this thing that I'm looking at here. Let me get there. Oh no!
Close out the porn first, buddy.
This is all on the way.
I was gonna say, yeah, man, you gotta.
Oh my God! Get this thing out of here.
What the hell are we looking at?
I'm trying to get
Juice,
this.
whatever you do, don't go to Google and just start typing letters. I made that mistake.
I made Matt do it on our show one time. I said, what was it? I said, put X or something.
Yeah, a lot of games.
It popped all over the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right. So
DraftKings, boo.
So I just pulled up DraftKings because that's the one I use primarily. I know Chris is into a different one.
Me, dude.
But I definitely want to just kind of talk about this really quick. You also, Chris, shared a parlay bet. This parlay was placed on October 29th, 2019. It hit last night, and it was Washington Nationals winner, including playoffs, of the World Series MLB 2019, Kansas City Chiefs to be the NFL championship winner, and then Brandon Ingram to be the most improved player for 2019-2020. He won $7,020 off of a $12 bet.
Killing it, dude. I know that's a good day, dude. That's you go home, and even if your wife doesn't want to give you any, you take that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he can spend that $7,000 on drugs.
You sound like Elon Musk right now, like a little
flying
alien.
his rocket.
No, believe it or not.
It was a 3-pick parlay at plus 58,400 odds. That's awesome. That's fantastic. But I wanted to move on to kind of get your guys' take. I know, Josh, I don't know if you're as big of a degenerate as Chris and I, but I wanted to get everybody just really quick. You don't have to give a whole lot of like exposition on it, but I need Houston Texans, Kansas City Chiefs. The point spread is plus 9.5 for the Texans. The over is the over-under is 54 points, and the money line is plus 340 for the Houston Texans, minus 455 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Who do you have winning the first game of the season next Thursday night, Houston or Kansas City? And maybe give me whether you want the point spread, the total points, or the money line, or all three.
I'll go first real quick. I kind of banned DraftKings because they kind of robbed me out of a bet.
Yeah, you got
a
fucked
NASCAR
on
bet.
that.
I don't want to get into that, but they did. They fucked me over.
The NASCAR thing, I remember, because
But
you could have won big.
I will be going back to DraftKings for this. They have a promotion right now with the Chiefs plus 101 points. So you bet $50 and you get the Chiefs at plus 101 points.
Yeah, so they're going to win.
It's free money. So you're going to get free $45. So
yeah,
I will be going back to do that said bet.
And then and ducking out with your $50.
Yeah, and then going back to points better, FanDuel. But with that said, the Chiefs are going to win this. The 9.5, though.
Do you think they? I think Houston
Vegas
covers.
is so good because I would say 10.
Yeah,
and I mean it's like right on the edge. So that's Kansas City's winning, I think, without a doubt. They just got their Super Bowl rings. They're at home. They're gonna take this.
I think they cover the spread. Texans, in my opinion, I think the Texans will be dog shit this year. They'll be lucky to be 8-8.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. The disagreement I have with you guys is the spread. I think the Texans can cover that 9.5 because of the fact that it's the first game of the season. Mahomes doesn't, start really hot. At least he hasn't the last couple of years. He ends up, getting hot later on once he figures out the defenses, I guess. But I definitely think the over is going to hit. I think the over is for sure going to hit with 54 points, and the money line definitely Kansas City Chiefs. I would go with them to win.
I mean, you got to go with Arrowhead. It depends too if that place is packed and fans and all that too.
It won't be. There will be like what 20% or 25. 25% is like the max, I think, that they can have.
Yeah, 25.
That's rough.
So
that's gonna be so weird with football, man. Because football is gonna be the one sport where the fans not being there
is gonna make a difference.
Really is gonna make a difference,
especially for those road games.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, that's that. I just wanted to get that out of the way because Lance Teeter was on there, and I want to see if maybe he spoke up a little bit. He's got KC. He says since he wins money line, and he's got KC winning for the first game of the season. So
is he a Bengals fan?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Like, why the fuck would you even bring up Cincy, dude?
I mean, if you're a Bengals fan and you openly admit it, I feel like that deserves a pat on the back because that guy's been.
My neighbor flies a Bengals flag.
I know your neighbor's full out, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
diehard.
The Bunglers, they're going to always be bad. I don't see them improving even with Joe Burrow, maybe a couple of years from now. But another segment of the podcast that we've been doing that I've been enjoying a lot lately is the hashtag Nailed It segment. So we're going to move into that. I just wanted to cover some sports real quick before we moved on to the hashtag Nailed It. Really quick, I'm going to start with mine, and then I'm going to go through the ones that were sent to me, and we're all going to kind of comment on them freely, okay? Does that sound good with you guys? All right, we're doing it. So my first one that was the hashtag Nailed It of the week for me was from @JerichoBetton. Black Mirror really outdid themselves this time, having us experience season 6 instead of watching it on Netflix. Outstanding hand clapping emoji. That was number one to me. That made me laugh my fucking ass off because I started thinking about everything that has happened, the pandemic, the murder hornets, like Trump and all the crazy shit that he said, some of the like glitches in the Matrix things that we've been seeing, all the like famous people that are passing away that we didn't think would go. I mean, it's a great tweet, and it's hashtag Nailed It for me this week.
Yep. You want my hashtag Nailed It?
Yeah, here, let me go to the next one. Is it this one?
I seen you a couple. That's one of the ones I seen.
Right, you explain this one, and we'll go to that one.
We've actually talked about this on our show. It's Super 70 Sports, which is a pretty funny Twitter account that I follow. But they said if you're over 21 and having a birthday party, your age better end in a 0, motherfucker. I'm not buying you a present because you're 43 or some shit. I mean, that's exactly. Ask Matt. We talked about this on our show, and it was.
When was the last time you guys had a fucking birthday party?
Like 21, maybe. And like
I had a roast for my 30th.
See, it ends in a 0 though.
Yeah. So that
after 21, but it has to end in a 0.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
after. Go ahead, Matt.
I'm definitely going to. I turned 31 in 28 days. You bet your ass that 10 of my friends are going to get drunk as shit that day. I'm just going to say it right now.
But is it a birthday party, or is it just you're getting together to get drunk as shit? Because I could do that on any weekend, you know?
Oh yeah.
So when you're Matt Worton, every day is your birthday.
God bless America.
I eat cake every day, buddy.
my goal for my 30th birthday was to go to Las Vegas. That didn't work out. My goal, and then I changed it. Oh, I want to go to California. I've never been to California. That didn't work out because we were in the middle of trying to have the baby and that kind of stuff. 31, I was like, okay, we're for sure doing it at 31. Didn't happen. 32, didn't happen. 33, didn't happen. So
you wait till 40.
Still not been to Vegas?
No, I think this coming
I'm
year.
going to January.
This coming year, my buddy is getting married, and I think he's the only one that we can convince that we're taking him to Vegas, like no holds barred. We're doing whatever we want to do, and we're gonna at least kidnap him, and he wouldn't be able to fight it. He's the smallest out of our friends.
Hey, I'm going in January, and I'm looking for a group of people that
Hey, if
may
I
not want to come back.
If I can pull it off, dude, I might roll with you. But
yeah, just tell your wife you're going to church camp with me for a week or some shit. Don't worry about that powdery residue and all the sparkles on your fucking shirt when you get home.
Yeah. We're going to beabetterhusband.com camp. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you'll be such a better.
Chris shared this one with me as well. It's a photo. At least we banned straws. This photo, Chris, reminded me of the old story of, well, we've got fucking bugs, so let's get some rats, and the rats will eat the bugs. Oh, now we have an infestation of fucking rats. We need snakes to eat the rats. Oh, now we have an infestation of snakes. We need the mongoose to eat the snake. Now we have an infestation.
The lady that lived in the shoe.
And then it just keeps progressively getting worse.
Yeah.
And this picture and depiction, I was thinking about this for a big part of the day. This picture represents to me why humans are kind of like the parasite on the earth and don't really ever have any fucking clue what we're doing. The earth is like, hey, here's a fucking virus to kill off a lot of you guys because you're really sucking, you're really destroying me. And then we try to stop it, and then we create worse things.
Yeah, all we killed is all the super nice old people. All the fucking pricks are still here.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The golden era. We killed the fucking badass old dudes, and then all those pussies.
The people that give full bars at Halloween.
What gets me is these masks. How are they in the fucking ocean? Are people just out there on their yachts with masks and just tossing them off?
They're just tossing them.
I don't get why they're in the ocean.
Chris, think about all the stupid shit you did last time you were fucked up. There's your answer.
That's true.
Well, and you got to think about the most densely populated areas are typically around water areas. So this doesn't necessarily mean they're in the ocean. These could be lakes. These could be
that is true,
like rivers and things like that. So
for people that are listening on the audio version, the picture is a bunch of people. It's like the old pictures, like when they were getting the straws out of the oceans and stuff like that, turtles with them in their nose and all that stuff. It's literally them pulling out COVID-19 medical masks by thousands out of water. So,
and thanks, Chris, for mentioning that, because this is, if you are listening to the audio version, it is like he said, it says at least we banned straws, and it's got people holding up a bunch of masks that they've just recovered from oceans, lakes, rivers, things like that. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one I think might have been Josh.
That was me.
But go ahead, Josh. Read that out for me.
So this comes from the Looney Tunes Twitter page, which I don't know how true it is, but it's got the little check mark, so it's got to be legit.
It's verified.
It's verified. And the tweet is him retweeting somebody else. The tweet that was originally tweeted was, "Buckle up, motherfuckers. It is Looney Tunes in here tonight."
Shea Serrano.
Yeah, buddy.
And Looney Tunes followed that up with, "My boss will probably tell me to delete this in the morning, but yes," what he said.
Was he talking? Do you think he was talking about sports? Was there a game going on at midnight on last night? Oh yeah, there was what was it that was going on? There was a basketball game. There was a basketball game that everybody was complaining about the refs and things like that.
He's probably watching He's probably watching parody porn, if I had to ask.
Yes.
That's some of Matt's favorite, and that's a hashtag nailed it segment right there. I think we got.
I did Juice. I did send you one.
This is my
last
favorite.
minute. You can
Yeah,
pull up the messenger. Yeah.
Let me look here real quick.
This right here is the winner of Nailed It. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're good.
So this one, first symptom is you can't smell what you're cooking.
You gotta read the tweet first.
Oh yeah.
So the tweet from TMZ is The Rock and his family tested positive for COVID-19. And this guy's quote tweeted the tweet and said, the first symptom is you can't smell what you're cooking.
I love it.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
He nailed it on multiple levels because that really is an actual symptom of COVID-19 is that you lose a sense of taste and smell.
That's why it's funny, Juice.
My God, he's on a couple of different levels.
How many likes and
right
retweets does that have now?
It's through the roof. The guy killed it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then Matt did share one, so we'll go ahead and pull this one up too. This is the person calling you a conspiracy theorist. It's a woman sitting in one of those
soccer mom bubble thing.
Yeah, soccer mom bubble thing in her office.
Let me kind of explain this if you don't mind. So if you
I
ever drive
this girl last week, and
I know this looks like a chick that would fuck you, by the way. But if for those of you listening to the audio version, if I could describe this picture to you a little bit, when you're on the interstate and you drive up behind a powder blue Beetle, Volkswagen Beetle, and on the back of that Volkswagen Beetle, there's always the same two fucking bumper stickers. It's the coexist bumper stickers with all the religious symbols. Then of course it's feel the burn.
Or the fish.
And you drive up. Yeah, or the fish. The fish is good too. So you drive up next to it because you want to see if the bitch is as dumb as her bumper sticker say she is. And this is always the chick sitting in the driver's seat, by the way. So what you see here, it looks like she's got a fucking clear laundry basket over her head, or it's like what the soccer moms sit in when they're watching their kids. But it's so crazy because
it's like the laundry basket your mom bought you for college, like over the top of her head.
So, people like me who've been saying from the beginning, and we're finally starting to see some truth come out about the virus, about how it's been overblown, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And I've been called a conspiracy theorist since fucking March. And here this bitch is at a bubble, in a desk, in an office by her fucking self, worried about an invisible fucking enemy.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe I'm going to flip it, though. Maybe she has COVID, and she means that much to that job that they gave her that.
I hope she's died from it already.
The views of the guests of the Juice in the Morning podcast do not represent the views of Juice in the Morning podcast necessarily.
My name is Matt Worton.
I appreciate Matt's opinions, but no, I think also can we throw a couple other bumper stickers out there that I think this chick has? I think she has the bumper sticker that my cat is smarter than your honor student.
Oh yes,
She definitely
probably
has
a Bernie Sanders 2016.
All I gotta say is I just need some guy to take one for the team and dust that pussy off, because that's what the females like her need.
She still probably wouldn't give it to me,
Is it my turn this time? I guess I'll do it.
Yeah. All right. So we've got that. And then something that I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if you guys listen to Rogan as much as I do, but he had David Blaine on recently. And David Blaine's a weird motherfucker. Like, he's just a weird guy.
That's the dude that was in the giant bubble full of salt water, right?
Yep, he did that. He froze himself.
He's the magician, like Jesus, right?
Well, no, that's Chris Angel.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
But no, David Blaine has swallowed frogs and regurgitated frogs, and they were still alive. I don't know. He's just a really weird guy. But he talked on Joe Rogan's podcast a lot about this idea for a stunt that he had, where he wanted to do a stunt where he floated away with his hand on some balloons, from the movie Up, something like that. And he actually was talking about a lot of the details of, his breathing techniques, how to, get more air and oxygenate his body and things like that. Well, just this week, he performed this stunt. So I'm going to share this screen with you guys as well. and
it was incredible,
and
dude.
show you kind of just the end of the video, because I mean it's a 3-hour long video. But this is him, and he is up to, I want to say 20. I think he cuts the cord at 25,000 something feet. But here's the video kind of going on YouTube for you guys. Hopefully you guys can see it on the Facebook Live too. But this is in midair. He switched, like he took his safety off, put his parachute on, and I was like, that's probably the scariest moment for me, is the fact that, and he's at 24,400 feet above the earth, and you can look, like, I mean, he is pretty. So
he's on oxygen and has a parachute on.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Get out of here, pussy. You gotta do that raw, man. That's not. That don't even make it fun. That's like the dude doing the high wire tightrope act with a net below him. Like.
Yep.
He's higher than I've been all week. For sure.
I'm not impressed. Get it out of here.
But no, 24,700 feet. I think he gets to 25 something. But we'll just
show me impressed. Show the 3-year-old girl getting whipped around by the kite, dude. That chick went for a ride.
I think that's super fake, dude. Every video doesn't show you how she got to the end of the fucking kite, dude. If you want to talk about a new conspiracy theory, that fucking video's fake. It's fake. It's not real. There's no, and then he drops down at 24,900 feet, and then he just falls and falls and falls and falls.
Do you guys remember Felix, whatever the hell his last name
Felix
is?
Baumgartner?
Yes, he jumped from the space, the weather balloon space capsule thing.
Yep.
The Red Bull thing. Was it the Red Bull guy?
Yeah, he dropped like 10 miles. Halfway, like not even halfway through, but at the beginning.
Look at that video.
Jesus. But like about a quarter of the way through, he starts to spin and he blacks out, and you can't hear anything. He literally drops, and you literally don't hear a fucking thing out of that microphone until he gets to about 2 or 3 miles up, when the air finally hits. The dude passes out, wakes back up just in time. Well, not just in time, but with enough time to pull the fucking parachute.
Yeah, but his was dangerous enough that he could have like fucking easily died because of the passing out. Because that's what
this thing has 8.5 million views.
Yeah, and it was in like 3 hours long.
In like 3 days.
It was 3 hours long. But no, this is like kind of the boring part. He just kind of like, drifts slowly back to the earth. But I couldn't imagine, dude. I'm terrified of just getting on my roof, let alone 25,000 feet in the air.
Real quick, I'm not impressed. I want him to drop from the balloon and then appear in front of everybody, like walk through a door, and then, I was like, what we thought you did? And then you hear in the background, boom, you hear somebody else fall,
I want him to land, do like 2 circles, and then have a bunch of fish all of a sudden and like have dinner for everybody.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Or like little hands of confetti, meh, up in the air when he
split some water.
I won't be impressed until he's actually inside of a helium balloon.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just think I thought it was a pretty cool thing. It's one of those things that as you get older, I feel like things become less interesting or less exciting. And listening to him on the Rogan podcast, and then I was literally on my lunch break at work, like pulling into the parking lot, and I saw a notification on YouTube say that David Blaine's fucking flying through the air or something like that. And it kind of triggered that in my brain. And then I watched it, and like, I'm telling you, man, that was not impressive watching that, but watching him like go up and like doing the whole, like talking to his ground crew, switching he went up without, I mean, he had a harness that was holding his arm, but he went up without his parachute on. He actually released the harness and put the parachute on at like, 7,000 feet or something like that. Yeah. So that was kind of exciting. But
I mean, on the movie,
I know what it is.
They did that with a whole house, dude.
That's right. No, look, I know why we like shit like this. It's because there's an opportunity to watch somebody potentially beef it.
Yeah.
That's why we watch shit like this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Every year when Evel Knievel jumps something, I'm waiting for him to die.
Right. It's gonna happen. We'll see a live death like that at some point.
I mean, Evel Knievel's been dead for a while, right?
His zombie corpse comes back every year to jump the Grand Canyon. It's like exactly what happened.
Every Halloween at midnight.
Every fucking Halloween. A hand, like in his old outfit, you see red, white, and blue stripes and on a sleeve.
He still erects and gives the thumbs up, but his thumb falls off. And he has to like tape it back to his hand.
He looks like what's the movie with the dude on the motorcycle and the skull and the fire?
Oh,
Ghost Rider, baby.
Rider.
I can't wait. I can't wait till you guys get my Google notification. By the way,
like, no more dick pics, motherfucker.
Yes,
goddamn.
No, it's gonna be like stupid redneck gets a blowjob mid fucking skydive or something like that.
while curling 40-pound dumbbells or something like that at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to
oh my god,
another news story that kind of broke the internet a little bit. Bella Thorne broke OnlyFans. Do you guys know who Bella Thorne is? I don't know who Bella Thorne is.
No,
she's hot as fuck. She was from Nickelodeon or Disney, right?
Yeah, but I don't know what she was in.
Let me Google it.
Yeah, she ruined. You want me to tell you how she ruined it?
Yes.
So like she pretty much robbed people, like all these stupid OnlyFans people. Like she starts this OnlyFans, and like everybody's like, "Oh my god, we're gonna see Bella Thorne like fucking finger blasting herself every day." So they all buy this OnlyFans thing, and she pretty much all she did was post her Instagram pictures to the OnlyFans, like.
And she still made $2 million in the first week.
Oh, dude, she broke the record. And then after she made all this money, they like the tip money and all this stuff. She comes out and was like saying that she's only doing it because she's starting like a movie, like doing a role for a movie, like
bunch of fucking
preparing,
bullshit.
like studying for a role for a movie and all this stuff. Well, the thing that ruined the OnlyFans is like she does all this and kind of robbed people and made millions of dollars on this thing, and it forced OnlyFans to like you can only tip so much now. Which is frustrating for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, the real good girls that are on OnlyFans, like trying out their hustle and trying to make their money, they can only get so much money now. There used to be no limit on tips, so there's only like a limit on tips, a limit on how much money you can withdraw. There's more time to get the money now because of this. Like it just literally fucked over all the
I had to
good girls.
I just hit a horse some Bitcoin the other day. Bullshit.
So can I say something really quick that might be offensive and might get us kicked off of Facebook?
I mean, me and Matt have already done that all
maybe,
show, so.
We had a good run.
Maybe women are feeling what it's like to be in the workplace and getting beat by a higher performing male. That they always say that there's the glass ceiling and we always hold them down. Bella Thorne's holding them down. They're finally feeling what it's like to be the low man on the totem pole, and you just gotta suck the next day's dick and get on to the next one.
She even came out and talked about the movie. Like she was studying for the movie, like I said, and like drop director names and stuff. Like they're making this movie. These directors have since said there is no movie. Like this bitch is there's no movie. Like she's making that up. Like
and the other reason that they're mad, which I do, the reason I get why they're mad too, is she made so much. I think, and I think part of it is the fact that OnlyFans I don't think has the amount of money to pay her out. So then that's why they're inputting.
Oh, they're loaded right now.
But they're inputting all these crazy rules on everybody else because they're trying to protect themselves for something like this happening again and hurting their bottom line because they're the artist or the person on OnlyFans is making all the money. And once again, back to the original statement that we had a couple of weeks ago or last week, I applaud the hustle for OnlyFans. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're making money off of it and you're making a living, like I'm completely happy for that. I
sell my feet pics.
I get a little frustrated when there's all the conversation about the fact that, there is a legitimate stat that men make more money than women at the same job, that kind of thing. But at the same time, women have this opportunity to do OnlyFans that I guarantee you there's a higher percentage of women in OnlyFans than men.
I mean,
right. The way I see
it's equivalent.
I think if you look at like this, that the Bella Thorne situation is a lot like my love life lately, and that is some cock tease just ruined it for all the other bitches willing to take their clothes off, because that's how it's been for me for the last month.
Look, like the thing that blew it.
How
up
many OnlyFans does Matt support over under?
Matt, none.
Honestly, I get free
5.
memberships, and I get free memberships, and I've been taking some pictures for some females. I cannot confirm or deny that my penis is on the internet somewhere, but
go ahead, Chris. I interrupted you though.
You're good. The thing with Bella too, that really blew this up is she so she gets all these millions of followers like really quick, of course, and then like a DM comes through to all these followers, and it's like $200 for a nude pic. So that's where all that money came from. So all these millions of followers just dropped this $200 and never got the nude pic.
And
so
it's like
millions of them complained to
naked.
OnlyFans that she didn't, come through and didn't do this. And then that's what really stirred the pot and what really got all this going.
This is like when you're in school and the slutty girl wears something she's not supposed to wear, so all the girls get in trouble at the school dance.
Yeah, good for them though. They'll figure it out. I'm sure they'll innovate a new way to make money. I
just wish girls wanted us to do OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like I wish girls were as fucking stupid as men.
Did I see in my OnlyFans picture this morning?
No, I did not see it, Matt.
Oh my God, damn it! I gotta see if I still have it because I totally took a picture this morning.
I heard you guys talking about getting Matt naked and taking pictures, for your podcast.
In the shower, yeah. We want to put
well,
the appropriate logo.
I was essentially looking over the balcony at my hotel, butt ass naked, and I sent a picture of me from the back, butt ass naked, to like a bunch of my Snapchat friends. Said,
I would have doctored it up on
drunk,
Photoshop. But no, okay,
straight.
so
I was just saying hi to all the people at the pool.
All right, I can't believe. You've got to be one of probably the best people to go on vacation with. I got to go to Vegas with you. All right. I know this is near and dear to Josh JX's heart. The next story that we're going to share really quick that I want you to kind of give a little bit of background on, Josh, is after 28 years, the Neon Cactus closes permanently.
Yeah, man.
So what is the Neon Cactus? Give me a breakdown of why this is so sad.
Sure. So the Neon Cactus is an institute in West Lafayette. It is a Purdue college bar. Not only do they, hey, listen to me when I say this. Go fuck yourself. They have food, they have dancing, and they have a piano player.
Like Bruce every bar? Okay.
Really?
The Neon Cactus is what I call my dick after sleeping.
After a rave.
So for years, basically it's been there for 28 years. They do a bunch of weird events, and
it is a huge place.
It was named, despite, and I didn't go to Purdue. Okay, my family is all IU, but
thank God. Let's go.
Right, yeah, and it's where I learned that I just don't give a shit what you believe college wise, because at some point your college is going to suck dick in sports. You're just going to have to deal with it.
Yep.
So
I went to Ball State. They were bad almost all the time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
This isn't the glory days of IU.
Always have a bad team.
Okay.
But Ball State routinely beats IU at sports, so that was pretty cool.
Because for the longest time I fucking hated Purdue and all this other shit, and I was like, why do I fucking hate these people? They're so nice. But they closed down because COVID fucking killed them off. I swear to God, man. This whole thing.
It's dumb.
Speaking of who's coughing, are you dying? Is everything okay?
I think Chris took a drink and it went down the wrong tube.
Crazy, dude.
Well, I smoked weed this week for, let's see, 96 straight hours, and I was coughing up a storm, and every asshole in Florida kept looking at me strange. I was like, man, it's okay, it's legal down here, bud. What's going on? I got the marijuana virus. I don't have COVID, guys. I can still smell your.
One thing I wanted to share about the Neon Cactus is Bruce Barker, the famous pianist for the Cactus, went on to Facebook Live Wednesday night to bid farewell to the Boilermakers who patronized the Cactus over his 25-year tenure at the bar.
He's an awesome dude.
Boilermakers, we never had a chance to say goodbye. We never got to do it in the Cactus, Barker said. Barker dismissed rumors he was buying the Cactus and thanked his audience for the dedication. The people I have to thank the most are you guys, Barker said. I always thought when we got 10 people in there, what an honor to have 10 people that planned their night around me, and I was going to give you $5 worth if it killed me. So that's, good for them.
I would drive from Indy just to go to this fucking bar. Also,
is it like a country bar, by the way?
It used to be.
It sounds like George Strait.
Right. So they did used to do line dancing. They did used to do line dancing originally, and then they built the piano bar.
Now they just do lines.
That's right. And then for a minute they did, I'm going to use the politically correct term, micro wrestling. Once a year.
Okay.
And that is trying to get dick out of his pants.
That's a hell of a fucking venue for that shit, man.
I went to micro wrestling at PT's, and it wasn't even midgets, dude. It's just like little humans.
No,
Just
this
little
one,
guys.
that's
like
but
your
this
little
was
short, like regular size guy.
legit.
You know what I mean?
And what's funny is that little sidetrack, micro wrestling is actually funded by Terry Bollea.
Okay.
Yes,
that?
the Hulk. Hulk Hogan.
Who is it?
Hulk Hogan. That's his,
Terry
that's his legal
Bollea.
name.
Yeah.
Big dick on that guy too.
Coke can, baby.
Yeah, I watch that porn.
All right. One
We
more
know.
screen share that we're gonna share with you guys. 2020 just got weirder. Tiger King star Carol Baskin joins
Ah,
Dancing with
fuck
the
that bitch,
Stars
Carol
cast.
Baskin.
Matt, I gave Juice my notes this week. Sorry.
So
Thanks, asshole.
Yeah, I can hear him laughing.
two major breakout stars of 2020 Netflix docuseries have joined this year's cast of Dancing with the Stars. Carol Baskin, the arch nemesis of Joe Exotic, and Monica Aldama, the perfectionist Navarro College coach and cheer. Are we able to
Dude.
call Carol Baskins a fucking
That
star?
bitch.
Yes, dude. She took over quarantine.
She's
like
not a fucking
she is
star,
famous
though.
as fuck, dude. You know the
She's
ratings
not a
She's
are
fucking
famous,
celebrity.
She's
Joe
not a
Exotic is the
star.
most famous
Ratings
person
through
in the
the roof.
world.
She
Ratings
might be
through
a
the roof.
celebrity,
Joe
but she's
Exotic
not a
was the most
star.
famous person in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. And imagine if we can get Joe out of jail and get him on the show with her.
As
I can't
competition.
wait.
Oh my god, dude. I would.
No,
Yeah,
as
I want her
every
partners,
dancing
as
together.
fucking partners.
Are they not worried? Are they not worried that
I
she's
would
going to
pay good
feed a
money for that
competitor
sex tape, by the way.
to a tiger? Are we not worried she's going to feed a competitor to a tiger?
Oh, I mean, they can't do that. Like, I want the over under on DraftKings, FanDuel, PointsBet. If you need help, I'll give you a refer friend. But I want the over under on how many times she says
She's-
cool.
Give me
cool
your
cats
code.
and kittens.
I'll make it happen.
Cool
I
cats.
guarantee she's the first one out. People hate that bitch.
Yeah.
She's got to be the first one
Nobody-
out.
Fuck Carol Baskins, you
She's-
fucking
she's-
bitch. fucking
That bitch,
fucking
Carol
bitch.
Baskin.
That fucking bitch, Carol Baskins.
Get-
Fucking bitch.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Chris, you've got that voice better than anybody I've ever fucking heard.
I
my
got a
life.
lot of
Blessing to be a
voices.
fucking
I got a lot of
stupid redneck.
voices.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it pays to be from Carthage and
God.
have heads around you.
Fucking Carthage, dude.
I thought you probably have some cats running around, big cats running around the backyard, don't you?
I guarantee you put me on that dance show, I win that motherfucker. But you put that bitch Carol fucking Baskins on there, me, while I'm locked in county, fucking bitch.
Now, hold on, Chris. Hold on. You got to do the line about, well, you watch porn? Do you watch the porn with the biggest dick? You're not that straight, are you?
Do it, Chris. Do it.
What was the line? I'm sorry, man.
It's basically it's like he's like, well, when you watch porn, do you try to find the porn with the big guy with the biggest dick? Well, then you're not that straight, are you?
Well, when you watch porn,
I
do you
like-
try to find the porn with the biggest dick? Well, you're not that fucking straight, are you? Dude, my favorite's at the funeral. Everybody knew him. He'd just come up behind you and lay
Yeah,
his
them
dick
golden
right there
nuggets.
on your shoulder.
I can't wait. I can't wait till people say that shit on my funeral. By the way,
Oh my god.
It'll be me. It'll be me.
Matt used to come up and just put his dick on my shoulder. That's how I knew he was there.
Oh my
Man.
fucking God. You guys are making
The show
me
is
cry.
off the fucking rails.
Speaking of off the
voice, dude.
rails, just wait.
That voice
We
is
saw some of this red stuff.
this is literally that's the best impression I've heard of Joe Exotic in my entire life. I don't think I'll ever hear one better. All right. That's the show, guys. I don't know. Before we get out of here, Matt, plug your Highly Inappropriate show. You and Chris can kind of tag team this, and then we'll give Josh his moment to shine. Then I'll give.
I've
my
been wanting to
stuff, and
tag
we'll get outta
team
here.
something with Chris for a while. By the way, I just want to point out the fact that you said plug and double team in the same sentence. By
Hell
the way,
yeah.
I'm just trying to tee it
get
up
that
for
out
you.
of
I'm trying to tee it up for you.
Yeah, tee it up. Yeah, teeing up the Highly Inappropriate. We really appreciate that. But if you guys want to catch Highly Inappropriate, we are every Tuesday about 7:30 p.m. live on YouTube. We can't go live on Facebook anymore because I don't know. we
Someone
made fun
fucked
of,
it up.
too many of the wrong people. Yeah, somebody fucked it up. Probably me. But
Yeah.
But yeah, check us out at, live on Facebook. We do share the link, so it's live on YouTube every Tuesday at 7:30. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, on any podcasting network. That's Highly Inappropriate Podcast. And also follow us on Instagram and, of course, Twitter, Highly Inappropriate Podcast. And we do have a Facebook back. We're building it. We don't really know the direction we're going to take. And we might end up doing live shows again on Facebook. I don't know. We'll see. But it's HI Entertainment. We had to change the name. Keep it quiet.
It's
so they don't delete us again.
Speakeasy. It's a speakeasy page. Like, we don't want to get zucked.
You guys should make it private.
By the way, fuck Mark Zuckerberg, because there was a point when we were getting 30 to 40,000 impressions per week.
Yeah.
And he just cucked us. We got cucked by the Zuck.
Yep. That'll happen. All right.
So, yeah,
Josh.
Check us out, guys. Thanks for having me on, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Matt. I know you're doing your drive home. Be safe on your drive home. And I'm excited to hear some of the stories off the air, too. And also, look for Matt to hopefully join the Juice in the Morning podcast a little more, and maybe I can jump on Highly Inappropriate a little bit more as well.
For sure.
And then definitely. Josh, what do you got going on?
Well, as per usual, we're counting down the days till we release the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers parody cartoon. I'm so fucking stoked. Like, y'all, like, people gonna make fun of me. I could give two shits and a fuck, as my buddy Violent J says. Okay, listen.
It's my buddy.
That's right. We're BFFs now after listening to his album, his only album that I know twice. So it's basically, I'm doing cartoons on YouTube now. I have an animator. She's really fucking good. And we're releasing videos once a month. We've got Power Rangers this one, Halloween Town next month, Pokemon in November. God damn it. I'm so fucking excited. You have no idea
dude.
How stoked I am about this shit. Also, I have all this this shit on my wall now that makes my voice sound better.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoy because Justin let me break into his house and steal it. So that's what I did. But
yeah, there's less echo in that room now for sure.
Yeah, it sounds nice. Feel free to find me on YouTube, youtube.com/TheRealJoshJX, because Josh JX was taken. Fuck that guy. He's no longer in the Josh JX Club. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Really excited to do stuff with you guys in the future.
All right. And for Juice in the Morning, we are doing a live show, Joe's Grill, September 25th.
Yeah, buddy.
We are going to be doing a code phrase, which probably I'm going to record a short thing at the beginning of the podcast, so it'll give all the details. But basically, it's a old slogan for a classic beer company, and I'll just let you guys know that it's going to be coming out here shortly. I might release it in the next couple of days, just so that you guys know what it is and you can kind of plan for it, try to beat everybody to the bar to get your $50 bar tab for free. But my goal is to get you guys there the same time I'm there, because I expect you to buy me at least one Vegas bomb with that $50. But yeah, Joe's Grill Westfield will be opening. Their grand opening is tomorrow. Well, unless I get this podcast out tonight, actually the bar is already opened last Friday, but their grand opening happened. They're in Westfield. Check them out. They've got great food, great drinks. Ryan Miller, the owner of the bar, is going to be on the podcast. He's a fucking killer dude. He's awesome. But look forward to that. And also, if you're listening to this, you know where to find us, all podcast streaming platforms. I'm also posting all of these Zoom calls and the video on YouTube, as well as it being always living on Facebook. Once again, thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate Chris for joining, Dunkman42. Look forward to more of these. Matt, thank you for jumping in, man, even though you're driving. And then Josh,
absolutely.
Once again, figuring out our mic issues before we go live every time. Love you guys. Thanks for joining. We will see you next week.
Deuces, brother.
Peace.
Bye-bye.